We've got a few more minutes here before we get started. Did well myself, played it a few times. Great day, yes. That stock was definitely a blessing for us today, without a doubt. Craig, good afternoon. Workouts, slow. Muscles aren't recovering like they used to. But I'm still pounding away at it. Just takes me more than one day to recover. After I do chest for one day, I'm used to having full recovery by the next day, and it's not it's not working out that way. It takes me a couple of days now to recover. IMNN pushing up here right as we come into close. Let's hope this keeps moving in after hours. Yeah, if you want a reminder that you're getting old, lift some weights for a while. A couple days. You get reminded really, really quickly. All right. Well, good afternoon. Chris, good afternoon. Good to have everybody join us. Hope we get another SBET. Boy, wouldn't that be nice to get another one in after hours just like that. That would be sweet. What a great stock that turned out to be. I held it through open, crossing my fingers that it was going to go. I was trusting the news. I was just trusting the news was as good as I thought it was. Kathy, good afternoon. Joe, good afternoon. Corey, good afternoon. So I just trusted the news and it worked out in my favor. So I'm pretty happy about that. I started scaling out at 40 and scaled out all the way to 50, and then that was it. I actually had 25% of my position left at 50 and was going to hold that and see if it went higher, but it started to drop. So I got rid of it at 43, my very last position. So, but I still did pretty well on that. Jeff Brands. Yeah, Jeff Brands. we stay away from that one. The community's become my routine in the AM and missed it. Would have missed it otherwise. Appreciate you. Well, Chris, that is awesome. Were you with us here on TikTok at 8 o'clock for that press release? All right. I'm just happy that it popped up when it did while we were live on TikTok and YouTube. So often they pop up when we're not live on TikTok, and I just feel awful that not everybody was able to catch it, but that's the way it goes, I guess, sometimes. All right, let's see what we can get to run up here in after hours. NTCL is up 11% right off the bat. Looks like DGLY is also starting to climb in after hours. We'll see if that continues to go. DGLY. Let me click through these press releases that popped up. We got 2 class action lawsuits and 2 conferences. So those don't help us much. All right, NIVF popped up real nicely here in after hours. NIVF, it's up 26%. NTCL is up about 11%. NIVF now up 32%. Beach Bum, let her know that, let's see, nobody in the waiting room at the moment. NIVF now up 36%, 32%. It's pulling back here a little bit. Nothing there. Got a couple more press releases here. Announces date of annual meeting. Has a new person promoted to Chief Financial Officer. All right. NIVF now up 36%. Looks like a relatively low float here on this one. Let's see if it bounces again. Right now, it seems to be about the only one that's bounced significantly. Everything else is in the single digits in terms of percentage. Everything's in the single digits. Nothing's really jumped yet. PLRZ is up 10%, so that's the exception there. SBET, the big one from today, that one's looks like it's trying to curl up a little bit. We'll see if that gets a nice run here in after hours with no halting for volatility. Might get a nice little push on that one for everybody that didn't get a shot at it earlier today. Carrie, good afternoon. Byron, I started scaling out on that at 40 and scaled out all the way to 50 and was out, completely out. By 50, I was done on that one. Did about 16K, just a fuzz over 16K. It was about a $6,300 investment. So I did very well. NIVF. Scott, good afternoon. All right, NIVF is up to 40% now. Let's see if this keeps going. Let's see if it pushes up through 4. SRXH is up 10%, 11%. SRXH pushing up a little more, 13% now, 14%, 15%. All right, 17%. SRXH. Not sure what's going on there. ALUR presents data on increasing muscle mass and decreasing fat mass in patients treated with Aluron program. ALUR. That one might get a push. ALUR. It's up 18%. It just passed SRXH. NIVF still holding up pretty decent. It's up 46%. ALUR. I'm watching it on the 1 minute time frame here. Didn't get a lot of volume now to push that up. It did not get a lot of volume on that push up, so that tells me it's a weak push to the upside, which means it's very susceptible to be pushed down very easily. So be careful with that one. Wolf, going through the press releases. Joby, Joby. Joby Aviation announces closing of a $250 million investment, but the stock's not doing anything. Lyft, Fireside Chat. SRM announces closing of a $5 million private placement. LVWR. LVWR. LVWR, Livewire Group, it did push up here quickly on about 97,000 shares, and it is inching its way up. LVWR. It is now up, let's see, where is it at? LVWR is up about 7%. It's not getting crazy yet. SNT, first quarter financials, change in board of directors, financial results, conference, global healthcare conference. Those kind of press releases don't help us. Wolf, first quarter, second quarter, weight, sparring, pain management, older adults, study of factors, earnings release and conference call. All right, let's go back and look at ALUR. There it goes. Good deal. ALUR. NIVF pulled down hard. ALUR. Let's see if this one gets a nice push up to 4. Let me reread that press release for you. ALUR presents data on increasing muscle mass and decreasing fat mass in patients treated with the Aluron program. In 1,962 patients treated in France with the Aluron program, muscle mass as a percentage of total body weight increased on average by 6%, and fat mass decreased on average by 11%. So that's the news on ALUR. Sammy, ALUR, half out, 341 to 379. Good trade. Good trade, Sammy. Gevo, new person on their board of directors, annual meeting. NIVF really pulling back. ZVSA. NEOV, ATCH pumping. ATCH is up 7%. This is a 22-cent stock. It's up about 7%, 7.5%. IMNN. I was wondering if that one was going to pop in after hours. Here it goes. IMNN. This was a nice big runner today. Nice big runner. And it is pushing up here in after hours after quite a dip here. We went from about 226 at 4 o'clock to about $1.97. Quite a pullback. And now it's trying to climb back up. So let's keep our fingers crossed. This one really takes off here in after hours with no halts. Silver Fox, good afternoon. Bonfire Rob, good afternoon. LVWR, come on, baby, keep pushing. IMNN. Come on, give us a new high here. We had a high, looks like we had a high of about 240 just before the bell. Let's see if we can get it up over that. ATCH trying to push up. That's that 22-cent stock I was telling you about. It's up to 23.9 now. ALUR, ATCH, 23.9. We wicked up to 25 just a moment ago. It's at 24 now. ALUR pulling back. Still early. It's still early. Silo just pumped. SILO, Silo Pharma. EXOD, Exodus Movement files for a $1 billion mixed security shelf offering. Also files for a 1.5 million share common stock offering by selling shareholders. That's not going to sit well, I don't believe. That's on EXOD. Throwing a $1 billion shelf offering out there is not going to sit well. I don't believe. It might, but I wouldn't think so. ALUR trying to curl. CGBS, little 6-penny stock. Crown, LNG Holdings. Don't see any volume just yet. CGBS. LVWR. Let's go back and look at that one. That one still pushing up. ATCH was popping and then took a nosedive. Ouch. CHNR announces a 1 to 8 share combination. Every 8 shares issued, an outstanding comp share will automatically be converted to 1. An 8-for-1 reverse split on CHNR. Stock has not plummeted yet. You might get a decent short on that one. For some reason, it's holding up. Carrie got ALUR from 340 to 365. Good trade. Thank you, darn good. Looking forward to that. CHNR should begin its drop here. Like I said, it might have been a good short there since it stayed up high for a little bit at 58. ALUR, CGBS, PLRZ, CGBS pulling down, SABS, SABS, SAB Biotherapeutics, kind of bouncing around a little bit. Let's see what else we got here. DHX, Conference, Matters Payload Market with agreement to acquire. NFE gets a notice from NASDAQ. New Chief Financial Officer. Updated data from a phase 2 for rheumatoid arthritis. It's not doing anything. POCI conference, SNES Investors Conference. Wow. ALUR, LVWR, still trying to push up. That's that Livewire group. I don't see any. Scott, if there was, I didn't see it. LVWR, Livewire group, still trying to push up. It's up over 3 now. ALUR, are you going to push back up or not? SNT, Senstar Technologies, SNT, moving up a little bit on revenue report. ALUR, can it get back over 375? EOLS, resignation of the CFO, Sandra Beaver. Rocket Labs to acquire Geost for $275 million. Right now, everything's kind of flat right now. Nothing's really popping. LVWR is kind of holding up here. I would expect that one to pop here any moment. It looks like it wants to. Go back and look at Joby. Joby, not getting a ton of volume here. Not much volume on Joby. It is kind of slowly stair-stepping up, but there's just not much volume. Not really seeing anything at the moment. I sold some NVIDIA today that I've been holding 104.28 to 135.63. Very good, Beach Bond. That's a great trade. Very good trade. ALUR, LVWR pulling back under 3. So I guess we just sit and wait now and see what decides to move. Greenbed. I'm looking for one. We're looking for a good one. We need news. We need a catalyst. We need something with a really good, strong catalyst. Push it up. And that usually means some kind of a press release. We're watching. I got my scanner on, and we are keeping a close eye on that news feed. LVWR back over 3 momentarily there anyway. IVVD had a nice climb today. No ifs, ands, or buts. But right now, it's not doing much. It's down to 86 now. ALUR still pulling down. LVWR. NVTS trying to push up. It's almost back to where it was at 4 o'clock. It took quite a dump there. All the way down to 620, and it's back to 653 now. So now we're up just a little bit from where 4 o'clock closed at. On NVTS. Everything is struggling right now. Everything is kind of bouncing around, pulling back, going up a little bit, pulling back. Not getting any clear runners here. But we've only been at this for 24 minutes, so plenty of time left. ALUR pulling back pretty strong. LVWR. EOLS, my new financial officer. See, Chief Financial Officer Sandra Biva resigned. We already knew about that one. SBET trying to climb. SBET is trying. SBET. Almost back up there. Did you guys do good on SBET? Hopefully you guys did really, really well on that one from this morning. LVWR. Let's see. Boom. Back over 3 again real quick. Wicked up to 311. Let's see if this thing's going to pop for us. Can't get into everything. No, that's true. That is true. Makes it tough to get into too much at once. AEON getting a little push here. A little candy bouquet. Thank you very much for that, Lisa. I appreciate that. And Lisa is #1 gifter. ALUR. You're very welcome, Lisa. I enjoy it. ALUR, come on, baby. Up over 350. Get back up over 375 for us. NTCL, Silo. Lucy. CHNR on their 8-for-1 reverse split. That's the one I mentioned would probably be a good short if you guys are into shorting stocks. That was a good short from 62 cents, and it's down to 47. Not a bad little short there. SUPV, first quarter 2025 financials. NFGC, Newfound Gold announces $49 million bought deal financing and $20 million private placement. Continued support with lead orders by strategic investor Eric Sprott. NFGC. This one's popping up quickly. It popped up into my top 5 very quickly on that press release. We'll see where it goes. If it goes. GEVO promotes a finance executive to the CFO. All right. You were so good at predicting SBET. Wish I stayed. Yeah, that was quite the runner. NVTS, come on, keep pushing. NVTS was the one I was talking to you about that had dipped so badly here from 4 o'clock. It dipped down to $6.20, and it's been climbing since then. It's up to $6.68 at the moment. All right, let's see what other we got here. Global Healthcare Conference, participating in Investors Conference. EJH. Announcing a share consolidation or reverse split all the way down to 11 cents from about 14 to 10 cents in a matter of seconds. MAIA private placement, $669,000 private placement on MAIA. CMBM receives a deficiency notice from NASDAQ. And that one is just general market news. All right. NVTS, let's pop up over 675 and take a run at $7. What else do we got here? It's up 2%, 2.5%. FAAS. FAAS starting to curl up. It took a pretty ugly dive down here since 4 o'clock, all the way down to 79 cents. And it's back up to 84 cents. Starting to curl back up again. NFGC on their press release. Newfound Gold Corporation. That's the one that had the $49 million bought deal financing and the $20 million private placement. Continued support with lead orders by strategic investor Eric Sprott. JetBlue, just general market news. General market news. GoPro, general market news. Beyond Meat, general market news. KGC, just general market news. NFGC, now up to 193. It's up 50% for any of those of you that went and picked up some of that. Let's see if we can rip this thing up to $2. We hit 195. This was down at 135 even after the news came out. Let's get a big rip on this one. Looks like it's got a fairly decent size float though. Scott, 145 to 180 on NFGC. Nice. Look at that. 202. Boom. iPhone, 144 to 190. Beauty. Beauty, beauty. Wicked up to 209. DGLY curling up nicely here. DGLY is up about, what are we up here? 6.5%. We'll see if it's got enough juice to get going. Get a little momentum going, maybe kick in a little FOMO and see if that don't rip up. Alex, NFGC 136 and out at 204. Beautiful. Good trade. Very good trade. Rick 145 to 2. Another great trade. Rick, has things expired for you yet? Can you remind me? I can look, but can't look till I'm done. VTRS. Investors have opportunity, security frauds lawsuit. All right, nothing there. Brett, 148 to 201. Another great trade. Another really good trade. Nice job. Okay, let me take a look at that. Don't do anything with it. I'll take care of it. 205 NFGC. Let's go back and look at DGLY. DGLY. Spike and then a pullback, and it looks like it's trying to curl back again. Got a new high of the day there on that one. That was nice. NFGC. Come on, give us that big spike. Give us that big spike. Let's make this 100% runner here in after hours. How would that be? Come on, spike up. Pretty sizable float, but it's moving pretty good. 209, 214, boom. Look at that. Wicked up to 215. 216, 217, 224, boom. Nice. How many of you banking? That was a big boom. 225, 226. We're up 68% on that one. My goodness. All on that press release. Boy, that was a good one. Oh, my. Well, how high up did SBET go today? Did anybody look to see how high that stock was up today in percentages? It was over 500 the last time I looked. And I don't remember where it peaked at. I'll have to take a look again, do the math. $234, 680%. Nice. Just wicked up to 234 now on NFGC. We're up 77%. 79%. Come on, one more big wick up to 250. Let's throw this thing over 100% run on this news. 81%, 83%. Come on. Come on. Big boom right here. Big pop, 85%. Come on. Wolfpack likes those 100% runners. 80, 92. Nice. 53.45. I wasn't paying attention to the percentages. I like to keep track of the percentages. 92%. Somebody will have to do the math. Well, we got it up to 92%. We wicked up to 250 on NFGC. We almost got that 100%. That was very close. Those are fun. So much fun when you catch a press release and you jump in and the thing runs 150, 200%. Those are so much fun. NFGC, come on. Don't pull back too much. I don't mind a little pullback. We need a pullback. I just don't want a big, massive one. Green Bud, you stick at it long enough and you will. I promise you, you will. Everybody experiences at least one. 695% for SBET. Isn't that crazy? All on a press release. That's what makes those so fun. A lot of people think I'm crazy just trying to trade almost exclusively on press releases. But it seems to pay off more times than not. We can get caught in a bad one. There's no doubt. There's times where we get a press release and we think, man, this one's going to be the bomb. This one is going to rocket to the moon and back. And it does absolutely nothing. Or it drops on what appears to be insane good news. But you never can tell. Well, as far as determining which ones, I just go off the news. You know, if I read the news and I feel based on experience that the type of press release, the information that's being put out, historically has run a stock up, I'll jump on those. And there are stocks that press releases, certain types of press releases that come out that you just know reading it that it's not going to do anything. Like, for example, I just got a press release on YEXT. Yext. Yext to announce first quarter fiscal year 2026 financial results on June 3rd. Now, I know from experience that's not going to move the stock price. But the one this morning on SBET, it was kind of a no-brainer to jump on that one. But I had no idea it was going to go as high as it did. And that's where scaling out helped quite a bit. I sure hope this NFGC was just a little pullback here and not the beginning of the end. When a good press release comes out and a stock starts to move on momentum, and you can see it, you can tell. You can look at the volume. You can just tell that this thing has got a lot of juice. This thing's got a lot of gas in the engine, and it's going to go. Ross made 175K today. Nice. That's beautiful. Will SBET run again? I don't think it's going to run like it did. I don't think we're going to see another 500-600% on it. That would be very optimistic. But I think over a period of time, it might be a 2 or 3 day climber over a couple of days. It might be a good swing. But we have to watch it through after hours tonight. And I don't think I would even try to swing it. I don't think I would try to swing it for 3 days. I would play it day by day. Play it today for what it's doing today. Play it tomorrow for what it's doing tomorrow. If it climbs tomorrow, great, we play it on the momentum. If it doesn't run tomorrow, we stay out of it. $175K in 1 day. That's pretty damn good. I did just a pinch over 16 on SBet. And I'm tickled to death with that. Yeah, I did just a fuzz over 16. I got in at 1260 and I started scaling out at 40. I sold off, did like 25%, and then it went up 25%, and went up 25%. I felt pretty good with it. Could have made more. If I'd have held on to the entire thing all the way up to 50, I would have made a lot more. But you just never know how high those things are going to go and how fast they can crash. So I like to err on the side of caution and scale out as it goes up. Kimba, good afternoon. Did Jay get some of that this morning? Anybody that was with Jay this morning, did Jay get some? I bet he did. Vicky, good afternoon. Christine, good afternoon. Has jury duty in the morning? Yeah, I might have jury duty in the morning. I'm scheduled for jury duty. I got to call a number tonight after 5 o'clock to see if they still need me for tomorrow. So they may tell me no. They may say that the jury trial is not going to happen. Yes, I will, Carrie. I'll post in Discord for sure. No, he get in on SBet. But I'll post in Discord if I'm going to have to go or not. I hope I don't. I hope that they settled out of court and I don't have to do it. I had to be there at 7:30 in the morning. Isn't that crazy? Seems a bit early. Look at LVWR. For those of you that held on to LVWR, let's all say it together. Boom. Kaboom. That is a boom boom candle. $291 to $394 in about 6 seconds. That was quick. That was a quick boom. Wow. $291 to $394. Over $1 in just a matter of seconds. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Now we know from experience when we see a big, massive boom like that, it's going to pull back. Too many people taking profit. NFGC is coming down hard. Well, we almost got it up 100%. We got very, very close. That one went up about 92% before it gave up. Now, let's take a look at LVWR. Obviously pulling down now after that big spike. Everybody taking advantage of the big spike, taking advantage, taking profit. You can't blame them. We got about 430,000 shares on that 1 minute candle that boomed up over $1. Just pretty good volume. 430,000 on a $3 stock. That's pretty good volume for a 1 minute candle. Volume is dying off though. All the 1 minute candles after that are slowly losing steam. Let's hope right here it pops nicely back over 4. Jim, hang on just a minute, Jim, and I'll give you that. There you go, Jim. There is the link. That should get you in there. Whoo, getting warm in here. I turned off the AC and it's 93 degrees outside. And it's going to be about 93 in here before long. So I may have to turn the AC on here before too long. If we don't get something popping. Of course, we've only got a few minutes left. So I think I can suffer through it. I just want to make sure you guys could hear me okay. 384, let's boom up through 4 again. LVWR, come on, man, push. Volume picking up. Let's get a big boom. We got 270,000 on this candle. 280. We need more than that. We need 400,000 at least to give it that push it needs. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I see all the news stuff that comes out on social media or on the news about the wild, crazy things that happen in Florida. And I wonder, God, I wonder if I'm going to be on a jury for one of those nutty, crazy cases. Why, what will you prove to the world? Not trying to prove anything to the world. That's a bit of a grasp there. 390, let's go. Let's push this up to 4. Come on, baby. Push, push, push. 390. Not much on level 2 on LVWR. There's not much there. A little bit. There's a big order there at 380. Pretty sizable order at 380. But after that, there really isn't much. It's pretty thin. Of course, that can change, in a split second. Somebody can throw a massive order in there. But just as a snapshot in time, right now, there's not much from 380 on up over 4. In fact, all the way to 5. There isn't much there. We just got to get through that big order. Absolutely, Sean. There you go, Sean. Have you seen Final Destination? No, I haven't seen it. Boy, a lot of people selling here on this thing. It's a shame, too, because level 2 is pretty thin on the sell side. People just keep dumping orders in there. We get the right amount of buyers at just the right time. They're going to blow through all of these sell orders very quickly, all at once. You get just the perfect timing on the buy orders. I look like an actor from it. Oh. Guess I'll have to check it out now. Rocket Lab, RKLB, to acquire Geost for $275 million. That stock has been climbing since the news. Slow but sure, not a lot of volume. Very, very little volume. Brian, right now we're watching LVWR, and boom, there goes that. Look at that thing go. Oh my. Fixing to rip is an understatement, Rick. Look at that baby go. 372 to 419. Pow. Anybody still playing with this thing? Look at the jump on that. Look at the 1 minute chart. That thing is a beauty. And we're only up 57%. What a nice climb. LVWR, Byron. $403 now. Told you there wasn't much on level 2. From that 380 all the way to 4, there was hardly any orders in there. And I told you it could, if we get the right amount of volume at just the right time, it'll blow through those like they're not even there. It sure as hell did. All the way to 416. Nice. Very nice. Now let's see if it pushes back over 4 again. NFGC trying to curl just a little bit. IVF to participate in the Lithium Partners Spring 2025 Investors Conference. That's not going to do anything for us. Oh, come on. She's pulling back here. We don't want her to pull back too much. KGC. releases their 2024 sustainability report. All right, we'll stick with LVWR just for a few more minutes. I want to see if this can get back over 4 again before I call it a night. And I got a phone call to make, find out if I've got jury duty. $398, $396, $398. Carrie, you have a great evening. Let's take a look at level 2 again. No sizable orders at the moment until we get to about $4.50. So I'll say it again. If we get a right amount of volume at just the right time, this is going to blow again. If we can get the volume here, this is going to blow up to 450. If we get the volume, that's key. So we're watching it very closely. Did you ever exit SBET? Yes, I did. I started scaling out at 40 bucks. From 40 to 50. 50 was my highest. I think it went up to 53 something, but I didn't catch the top of it. Gonna rip. Gonna rip. Come on. Ooh, somebody threw in a big order at 415. Somebody tossed in a big order at 415. So this is going to have to get some volume. MDCX offering. MDCX, an offering 1.37 million units consisting of stock and warrants. Come on, here it goes. Here it goes. Come on. Come on. Where's all of our buyers? Hit that ask price. Slap that ask, as they say. 425. It's got 450 in it with the right amount of volume, I'm telling you. There is nothing on level 2. There's 440. We're only 10 cents away. 441. 450. Boom. 452. What did I tell you? Oh, man. Holy smokes. What a beauty. BROG, B-R-O-G, announces proposed sale of BPGIC and BPGIC Phase 3. Take a look at that one. BROG, B-R-O-G. A company which is engaged in clean petroleum products and biofuels, crude oil storage, and relative services today announced entering in a conditional sale and purchase agreement for the proposed sale of 100% of the total issued shares of capital of each of the Bruges Petroleum and Gas Investments Company. BROG. Let's see what this one does on a press release. Oh, God. Look at LVWR. That stock was up over 326% today, and it's up right now, it's up 73% just in after hours. So it's done very well today. It's done very well. BROG is up now 51%. Hopefully everybody went and looked at that. I hope you went and at least looked at it off of that press release. HBAN. Usually when I say go look at something, it's because it seems to be a press release that's got some meat to it. Whether that pans out or not, I don't know. Never can control the market. We never know what the market's going to do with something. But I do know when a press release seems like it's pretty meaty and it's got some substance to it. It's up 65%. Let's see what level 2 looks like here. Oh, level 2 is thin, baby. Level 2 on BROG, the sell orders are very thin. All the way up to about $6, $6.20. There's not much there. So again, with the right amount of volume at the right time, this is going to pop hard. We just wicked up to 575. And keep in mind, that was at 298 when the press release came out. 298. It's up 75%, 78%. Come on, push. One more big push up over 6. Just talk to it. Sometimes you just have to talk nice to them. NIO, general market news. This is now under SORA. SORA. Top W. TOPW is now under the ticker symbol SORA. BROG now up 84%, 89%, 92. Come on, give us 100. 95. Come on. 93. 93. Come on, one big push. Robert got BROG from $4.79 to $6. Beautiful. Good trade, Robert. 92%, 93, 94, 95. Come on, give me 5 more percent. Give me 5%. Not asking much. Oh, struggling here at $6. Terry, good afternoon. Man, that was so close. So close. We'll see if it's done. What are we rooting for? Martha, right now we're rooting on BROG. Bruges Energy. We almost got it up over 100% here in after hours. We got it up to about 94, I think. Byron, no, I haven't. I have not. Joby, Joby, receives $250 million investment from Toyota for electric air taxis. Joby, Jobi, or excuse me, Joby, Joby Aviation got a $250 million investment from Toyota for electric air taxis. CLF, general market news, now under 64.60. Okay, nothing there. LVWR, trying to recover. BROG, come on, don't pull back too far now. Money, good afternoon. Come on, BROG, let's pop, man. Level 2 still thin. Level 2 is looking really thin, all the way to 6, 7, all the way to $7. There's not much there. A sudden flash of volume on this thing, and it is going to boom. We just got to get that big volume, 150,000 type volume. 630, 104%. Wow. 110%. And look where it just wicked up to. 692. What did I tell you? Enough volume. Looking at level 2, 7 was well within sights. And it popped all the way to 692. $693, $699, $710, $718. 121%. Oh, shit. This almost feels illegal. What a nice one. What a nice rip. iPhone. One of our Wolfpack members got BROG from 5 to 7. Easy peasy. Good trade. Very good trade. Money. My holiday was beautiful. Very relaxing. I got a beach day in over the weekend. Got a lot of stuff done around the house. Got a good nap in. Couldn't have asked for a better weekend. BROG, Chawi 646 to 662. Good trade. Suzanne, 390 to 699. Oh, she says, what a day. Well, you're not kidding. That is beautiful. And if I remember right, you did pretty good on SBET this morning as well. Vicky, good evening. Really good first day back into the market on this Tuesday. What a beautiful, beautiful start. 129%, 130%, 133%. Now, on BROG, are we going to boom again? Level 2. Thin all the way to $8. Not saying it's going to go to 8. I'm just saying level 2 is really thin up to $8. There's not much there. Very small, or a lot of orders, but very small ones with enough volume. And I'm talking 200,000 on a 1 minute candle could easily push that up to $8. If we get the volume, that's key. Britt, 588 to 676. Good deal. Thank you for hitting the follow button. Really appreciate that a lot. Thank you. And thank you for hitting the subscribe button on YouTube. Also, very much appreciated. This goes to 8 really easy with a big push on volume. But we're not getting it yet. We're not getting that big push on volume. It's trickling in. We don't want it trickling in. We want some very aggressive buyers. We want really aggressive buyers. Hitting that ask price, paying what they need to get in. $130. Yeah, once you subscribe to the live Zoom trading that we do on our website, then you get the Discord link. $760, $767, $768. Come on, push. There's not much holding it back. The website, it's wolfpackcommunity.com. wolfpackcommunity.com. That's the official Wolfpack website. 140%. Come on. Boy, level 2 is so thin, up to $8. We look forward to having you. The more people that we have in the community, the more eyes we have on the market. It's all about community trading. Everybody sharing ideas, watching, looking for news, and bringing it to the group. VTRS, Tuesday outperforms market. EOLS launches CFO search ahead of Beaver's resignation. So if you are a CFO and you're looking for a job, EOLS is on the search for a chief financial officer. Come on, Brog. Bruges Energy. Let's see. LVWR. LVWR, you know what? I'm kind of impressed with this. So far, it's holding up. It's not giving up its gains. We had that big, beautiful pop, a steady climb after that, and it's not giving it up. So far, it's found a little bit of support here around $4.20, $4.20. So far, it's holding up to that. Pretty impressed with that. BROG pulling back some more. Not going to complain about that one though. That one did very well. 140%. Can't complain about that. Now let's see if it holds this 420 on LVWR, and it is not. Come on, come on. Hold 420. AMC outperforms competitors on a strong trading day. MKTW interim CEO is now permanent. The Dow closed today up 740 points. Very nice. Nice way to come back after a long weekend. NASDAQ closed up 461 points. Also very nice. S&P was up 118 points. SPY's up right now $12.59. Also very nice. Russell 2000 is up 50%. Also very nice. You don't usually see that big of a number on that one. 50 points. It's a nice climb there. LVWR. Come on. It needs to get up into that 420. It's got to hold that. It needs to hold that 420. And right now it's having some difficulties. Here's some more press releases. ANAB announces updated data from a phase 2 trial. They're going to be updating that on June 3rd. So there's really no play there. COT, general market news, and general market news. All right. Come on, BROG, get it back above 7. There we go. Bruges Energy, back over 7. Come on. Come on. Level 2 is still very thin, all the way up to $8. We're just not getting a lot of buyers right now. I think there's a lot of buyers out there a little bit nervous. A little bit nervous. They're seeing this pullback here, and it's making them nervous. And they're holding off. They're contemplating. They're waiting to see what this is going to do. If it's going to bounce or if it's going to just continue to fall. So we're not getting the kind of volume that we need. Everybody's holding off. Hunters, we did good with pre-market. SBET was the big one. That was the big money maker this morning. Nothing else really did much in pre-market. We didn't have any spectacular runs on really anything in pre-market. SBET was the one that made up for all the other ones that didn't run. That made up for everything. IMNN pushing up again, trying. IMNN was a big runner today. Many of you know that. It's starting to curl up here a little bit. Just general market news on a lot of these. BROG pulling down. Buyers are staying away right now. They're trying to get in on the cheapies. Nobody's being aggressive. They're putting in orders and letting the price come to them, which is smart. INO, general market news. LVWR back over 420 again. Nice. We need this over 450 though. Some more press releases. JetBlue outperforms market. Strong trading day. Stocks rise. Nothing there. Byron, you have a great evening, my friend. I'll post something in Discord if I have jury duty. LVWR. Kind of excited to watch this one. I think I'll put it on my phone and watch this one this evening. LVWR, to see where this one ends up. See if it maintains this above this $4 area. Invax, market news. ATOM files a $100 million mixed securities shelf offering. You know what that means. Dilution in the future. Dilution is coming. So play it accordingly. OCGN, general market news. Teva, TEVA, got fast track designation from the FDA. Teva, TEVA. It's an $18 stock. They got fast track designation. Sometimes that will push the stock price up. Not always. Historically speaking, that's kind of a hit and miss. But it's worth watching. PCLA announces closing of their public offering. Sirius XM outperforms market. Rocket Labs. Auric. Back to Teva again, TEVA on their fast track designation. Looks like it's popped from 1787 to 1825 so far. Like I said, that news is usually hit and miss. A lot of general market news popping up here. All right. So let's go back and look at Teva. Looks like it's pretty well stuck here at 1825. No volume coming in. It's not really moving. Pretty good size spread on it too. All right, that's going to be it for me today. I've got to go make a phone call, see if I got jury duty tomorrow. You guys have a great evening, and I will see everybody bright and early. Wolfpack on the website, on Zoom. I'll see you at 6:45 if I don't have jury duty, and I'll post it in Discord. If I do have jury duty, then there will be no pre-market live stream. And that goes for TikTok too. So nothing I can do about it. Just one of those things you have to do. It's your civic duty. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, hopefully. And if not, maybe Thursday morning. So have a great evening, everybody. God bless. Good luck. Keep it green. And I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Have a good one.